whether it's data analysis from a stats point of view or video analysis with obviously the visual side of that. We'll use all of that, and that actually I find will be received much more clearly from players. As a younger coach, I would try to do too much at once. I'd have a lot of thoughts in my mind. I would want to give so much information that I would think of it from my perspective more so than the athlete's perspective. Having some idea of what are the priorities that you want to teach and where is a player at in their journey. If we're dealing with youth players and academy players versus a professional player, that can be slightly different. Where are they at in their child development, if you're dealing with young players, is just as important as athletic development. What can they receive? How do they receive it? And as a coach, it actually challenges you to dive a bit more deeply into the detail of a shorter segment of video rather than just having people sit in a room and watch through a long period of a game of soccer. Video analysis is extremely important for reflection of performance and for future teaching. It's a piece of the puzzle. It's a piece of the entire program where we use it to educate ourselves in the players that we're working with and the teams that we're working with, and then we use it to pass on that education to the players as well. And the ability for them to see themselves perform and to see themselves compete is extremely important. And it's an extremely effective coaching and teaching tool for coaches to use with players so they can not only hear the advice but see the advice and relate those two things. Sometimes the ability for just pure enjoyment of players for watching themselves back playing the game, for their families to be able to watch themselves back. Obviously part of that is creating memories for down the line as well. From a coaching and a teaching point of view, I think probably the best advice I could give coaches in use of video technology would be to simplify as much as you can. Try not to use too much at once. Take small pieces, because the reality is there's a lot of things when you analyze a 20-second clip or a 30-second clip, that's often more than enough work for young players to digest and for information for them to take in at once. There's a time and place for watching longer periods of play, and then certainly from the teaching aspect, use a little more detail within that smaller piece of footage to relate to the player and relay to the player so that they can use that as an effective teaching tool. I think for VEO has provided, especially the academy setup, with the opportunity to work with video and to work with players in video analysis. It's added to the way in which we can educate players. It gives them an opportunity to think through and to have visualized something before they're then asked to go and do it.